हेलो हेलो एवरीवन। मेरा नाम है मोहम्मद उमर फारूक एंड आज का हमारा टॉपिक ऑफ डिस्कशन रहने वाला है द आर्ट ऑफ इफेक्टिव लिसनिंग, हाउ टू रियली हियर अदर्स। सो आज हम सुनना सीखेंगे विद टॉक विद चैट जीपीटी। हाय चैट जीपीटी।
Okay. Hey there. What's on your mind?
So in my mind, today's topic of discussion with you is the art of effective listening, how to really hear others.
Ooh, that's a beautiful topic. And honestly, so underrated. Active listening isn't just hearing words, right? It's like tuning in with your full attention. You show the other person, hey, I care about what you're saying. That means no interrupting, no planning your reply while they're still talking, and no quietly judging in the background. Instead, listening for their emotions, asking clarifying questions like, what did you mean by that? Or paraphrasing back so they feel seen. It's more about being present than being perfect. Think less, I need to respond, and more, I need to understand.
Okay, so are there types of listening? Can you define me?
Yeah, so there are a few common types. Appreciative listening, that's when you listen for enjoyment, like music or a moving speech. Informational listening, where the goal is to learn or retain details, like in a lecture or a briefing. Empathic listening, probably the heart of active listening, where you try to feel what the other person is feeling. And then critical listening, which is about evaluating a message, like deciding if an argument actually makes sense. And if you can shift between those modes consciously, conversations get way richer.
So, which listenings are the important listenings that we should learn about that?
Well, if we're talking day to day life, empathic listening is huge because it builds trust and makes people feel respected. But informational listening matters a lot in school or work when you actually need to capture content accurately. And critical listening is key in debates, decision making, or if you're fact checking info. Honestly, the most important depends on context, but empathic listening tends to pay off everywhere because people usually care less about perfect logic and more about feeling understood.
So, which listening we should learn from these lists?
Let me see. If you want to be a better all around communicator, start with empathic listening. It's the foundation. Once you ground that, informational listening sharpens your learning, and then critical listening helps you make sound judgments. It's like building skills in layers. You don't have to be perfect overnight.
Okay, so you said empathic listening will be the best, but how can I learn that and how can I check my level of skill? Like how good I am?
Let me see. Yeah, you can practice it deliberately. After conversations, reflect briefly. Did you actually understand both the facts and the emotions? Did the other person seem to feel heard? You can even score yourself 1 to 5 on attention, curiosity, and reflection. It doesn't have to be formal, just consistent. And a quick tip, asking open questions like, can you tell me more? Helps you slow down and tune in instead of jumping ahead.
So, can you give me one example to understand more deeply?
Hmm. Sure. Imagine your friend says, "Work's been draining me lately." Instead of rushing to fix it, you pause and say, "Sounds rough. What part's hitting you the hardest?" Then you actually listen, maybe reflect back. So the deadlines are wearing you down. That tiny reflection tells them you're tuned in. No fixing, no advice yet, just presence. Later, if they ask for ideas, you can switch gears, but that first moment is all about hearing them.
So, in short, listening empathically also requires a skill of patience. Am I right?
Totally. Patience is the quiet backbone of empathic listening. Without it, we tend to jump, fix, or interrupt. But with patience, you're giving them space to unfold what's actually going on. Think of it like letting a song play through without skipping tracks. Same skill shows up in mindfulness, in friendships, even in tough meetings. People feel your patience, and that makes it safe for honesty. Yeah, patience isn't passive, it's an active choice to stay with them.
Okay, so I learned about the empathic learning. So, can you tell me the art of speaking to? Because just listening will not be enough, maybe.
Let me see. Yeah, you're right. Listening and speaking are two halves of the same coin. Good speaking means clarity, respect, and timing. It's not showing off big words, it's matching what matters to the listener. So combine them. Listen first to understand, then speak to be understood. And if you want the roadmap, I'd go active listening, empathic listening, then clear, respectful speaking, then question craft, then constructive feedback, and finally, persuasion. That order works pretty reliably.
So, do you think the art of listening will be the same for every person? Like a person who loves to yell, and a person who speak normally, and the one also who speaks too loudly, and some people who talk patiently and clearly to the point, precise. Like all of these, should we listen as normally empathically, or the every treatment required a different or according to person to person?
Checking. Excellent point. The core principles stay the same, but your approach shifts with the person. If someone speaks loudly, read the feeling underneath, not just the volume. If someone is calm, mirror that calm. If someone's super fast, ask gently to slow it down a touch. What's unchanged, though, is respect. Every style gets heard, but you adjust your tactic, not your respect. Different tempo, same empathy. That's the trick.
Okay, so how to control any debate which getting heat up during any conversation, and how can I adjust my tuning about empathical learning or any listening as you mentioned before?
Checking when things heat up. Don't treat it like a debate to win. Treat it like a conversation to keep from becoming a battle. Slow your tone, stay curious, ask, "Help me understand why you feel that way." That simple move lowers the emotional temperature. Acknowledge without surrendering. Like, "I see why that's frustrating." then guide back to the issue, not the emotion. It's not magic, but consistently listening first usually diffuses things faster than arguing.
Okay, so I understand what are the common basics to listen someone and to speak someone. So I would like to end the conversation here.
All right. Take care.
So that was our today's topic of discussion. I hope you guys like it, and मिलते हैं जब तक के लिए नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।